Um, so taking turns is a little bit more, I guess, realistic. Like you can't take a sharp turn doing 130 anymore. But follow me and we'll go ahead and get the first EVOC course started. But it
Okay.
seems like you know how to get your uniform and loadout and all that stuff now. I think somebody already showed you that, right?
Yeah, I already got it all.
Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Just gonna take a little detour through here. Gonna squeeze through here. Alright, so go right up to where it says stop, and you can choose to either do this in a Charger or a Crown Vic. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to do this in a Charger because you probably like me and like Chargers.
Yeah, I'll do the Charger.
Yeah. Um, if your vehicle, like during the course, you're not allowed to hit anything, but at the end, you can repair your vehicle. You know, add an extra, remove it. Don't use that in patrol. Don't
No, I
please,
understand.
yeah, don't please don't use that in patrol because if we see you going down the highway with a wrecked car in a pursuit, and all of a sudden you see this, you just
Yeah.
we know what you did.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
Now, how do you do that quickly? Because I'm having to go into the menu and do all that shit.
yeah, you go into the menu. Like typically, my menu is already on whatever it needs to be. So like, if I go all the way out of my menu, I hit M, and it goes back to exactly where it was. So if I
Okay, yeah, that's what I was doing. I just figured I didn't know if
yeah.
you had a faster way.
No. There's no faster way. It's just that when you spend 1,200 hours in this game going through menus and stuff, you kind of memorize it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But anyway, I'll go ahead and present to you the course. Just follow me.
Okay.
So that's where the course starts, and you just go around here. So when you go through here, you're gonna want to try to avoid these parking spaces because, you know, that could be parked cars there. You come through here. You'll bust through this. It doesn't really matter that you hit that. You're gonna want to just like floor it down through here. Now, I was about to say, because your car is like destroyed for me. I don't know if that's desync or what.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine in my screen.
Yeah. You'll floor it through here, come around this corner. This course actually probably be a little faster considering these cars can do 130 now. But I don't think at any point during this course you'll ever get this car up to that speed. So you're going to slow down a lot during this curve because that's a very tight curve. But as soon as you come out of the curves, you're going to do the slalom. Like this right here. And you can just try to stay on the inside as much as possible. And just, you don't really need to lit up. But these last few, you're going to need to slow down a bit because they're tighter together. And then this, you can just floor it. Now you're gaining on me. So you're going to come up here, slow down, make the turn, and as soon as you cross this line is when it ends.
Okay.
But
Hold on a second. Let me change my thing real quick.
I don't know how I got that damage. I got some damage on my vehicle. I guess, I don't know what that was from. Is it weird? All these cars are so much better to drive now. Before
All
they
right.
were... what's that?
I was gonna say, can you hear me now?
Yeah. These cars are so much better to drive now. They were fun to drive before. They just didn't feel like they had any weight. Now they feel like they have some weight to them to throw
Right.
around. Fix your vehicle, because on my screen your car is completely destroyed.
Yeah, that's really weird because I don't. On mine, it's completely fine. I don't know.
desync, I'm assuming. The server's been up a while and had a bunch of people on it spawning stuff.
Alright, does it look, it should look fine now.
Yeah, it does. So you'll have in total 5 attempts at this. 2 can be practice attempts, but you'll have 3 full attempts to make it in a less than a minute 35.
Okay.
So you can choose now to use your practice runs, or you can go straight for the 3 actual runs.
I'll go straight for the 3.
Okay. Get my timer up.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the time to noon. That way it's fair. We always make it noon. I do anyway when I do trainings.
Okay.
Just so somebody... What's that?
Oh, I was gonna say I changed my thing to be voice detect because I couldn't. I play on controller.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I do too. What is that? What is this mess?
I do not know.
That's most definitely not AI.
No. It might be smart. He might be watching.
Alright.
Oh, never mind. He's not watching. I hear him in Discord.
Okay. You got enough gas in your car, right?
Yes, I got 3/4 of tank.
Alright. This is the first run we've ever done on this new handling line, so good luck.
Okay.
But whenever your tires move is whenever I will start, and I'll be following behind you. Make sure you don't hit anything.
10-4. Alright.
Minute 27.
Awesome. I'm pretty decent at driving.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, I think that's a pass.
Cool.
So now, there's also another driving course.
Okay.
So, repair your car, because you did, like, there's some desync time where you ran into some stuff on desync, but I know you actually didn't hit it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, because my car's in... where'd you go?
I'm over here just following
I
the
see.
course. Yeah. Now we're gonna do the perimeter course. And this is, I hate this course so much because it's so difficult.
Okay.
You get, so pull in here to the left right here. Oops, turn my car. Alright, repair your car really quick because your doors are kind of open for me.
Okay.
Alright, so for this course, you're just going to follow it all the way around. Like I
Okay.
said, you get the same amount. You get 3 tries and 2 practice.
Okay.
I would like to run you through this course, just kind of give you some pointers, because this can be pretty difficult course. Just considering the fact that these jumps that you have, you can take these jumps really fast, but on the ramp going up, you hit the brakes and you won't actually jump it that bad on the straightaways. Now in the turns, the jumps that go into a turn, you do not want to jump those. You do not want to go airborne in the jumps that have turns. For this, you're not allowed to have any major accidents, but 3 minor scrapes is fine.
Okay.
But I do want
Okay.
to go through this with you just once. And I
Okay.
believe that the time limit for this one is 2 minutes and 45 seconds, which I think is a little bit, that's quite a bit of time. It's a little bit more than I think anybody needs. Because before we changed these handling lines to go faster, people were doing it way less time. But like when you start hitting the ramp, hit your brakes. That way it slows you a little bit. You don't jump as far, but you still jump it. So like this jump here, you want to slow all the way down to where you don't jump this, because if you don't want to jump that, you'll go right into the wall.
Right.
When you get up here, you'll slow down, and we used to have to squeeze through here like really tight, but they fixed it, so now we actually have a good opening there to go through. But you have to be careful, because like you kind of have to like know the course.
Right.
But this handling line is so much better, I'm not gonna lie. Like, see there, I just crashed into that. Took that corner too hot.
Yeah, I'm not used to the walls.
Yep.
I've never run the perimeter. Oh shit! I've never run the perimeter of the base.
Yeah, it's pretty. See, like this one, you can run. You just stomp on your brakes, because if you go too far, you'll hit the wall. So as you're going up the ramp to jump the jump, just slam on your brakes. But like this jump, you don't want to actually jump this, because you'll end up hitting the wall.
Right.
So, and here comes the tricky part where people get confused. I normally go through this left side, go through here, turn, and go through the other left. So basically left on both sides.
Right, I got you.
But this handling line is so much better, oh my goodness. The other handling line for this car would spin out so bad.
Oh, really?
Yep, and when you cross over that, where it changes color there, that's when the timer ends.
Okay.
Alright, fix your car. Do you understand the course? Do you want to run it, practice, or just go for it?
I'll go for it again.
Alright. Whenever your tires pass that white mark there, is when I'll
Okay.
start the timer. Yeah, so you get a slight little running start.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
All right.
On my screen, you smashed into that.
I did nick on the pole, but I didn't slam.
Yeah. Here I am. I can't even do it without crashing now. But like I said, that's why I hate this course.
Yeah, it's tight for sure.
Mhm.
Like I said, I've never run this before, so it's different. Oh, ran the wall there.
Yep. Like I
Man
said,
there,
that's why we give so
Jesus.
many chances, because this is a tough course. Oh my god. I just ran into the pole and about flipped my car. Oh yes, perfect driving here. I'm used to a controller as well, so me using a keyboard and mouse, I'm not the best driver.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're already done?
Yeah.
Well, you're within the time limit for sure. But I would like for you to run it again, considering the fact that you hit like 2 things.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm good with that.
But like I said, we probably need to change, like make the time a bit less, because I mean, even with those crashes, like, and everything, you're still like 30 seconds faster than the time limit.
Okay. All right. Well, I will go whenever you're ready.
Um, let's shoot for a goal.
Okay.
When I came around the corner and saw you, I stopped at 2:21. So I think you can do 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You think?
Sure. I'll try it.
Alright. 2 minutes and 15 seconds is what we're going to do. Whenever your tires move is when I start. Or whenever you cross that white line is when I start.
All right.
Alright.
I hit that one.
Yeah, that's how you hit that wall there when you come through.
Slowed me down big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one got me.
Alright, you can just go back to the start if you want. I won't count that one. That one was
Yeah.
doomed from the beginning. You told me you were a good driver, and now you're just, you know, it happens. I understand. If you tell somebody you're good at something, then you're always gonna screw up in front of people.
Right.
Like me, I'm crashing into everything, and I actually consider myself to be a decent driver as well. And here I am crashing into everything. This handling line's a bit different though, so I'm not quite used to it yet, but
Yeah, I got used to running that other Charger, and this one does handle a lot different.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I told Chaser to make all the Chargers have the same handling line. All 3.
Oh.
So they should be the same, theoretically.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Who is this? Is that Bourne?
I think so.
Alright.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Whenever you go. Damn it.
I heard that.
Yeah. That's why we need practice. We need to be the best drivers.
That's not the one I go out.
No. You basically follow the course until you have to exit.
Yeah.
.217. If you hadn't have accidentally exited the course, you would have got the 215. You got one more try if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Most people do. Most people like to see if they can do it.
All right.
All right, on your go. Keep hitting. Is that the same curve that you keep hitting?
I didn't hit there.
Oh.
At least on my screen I did.
For me, you did.
Oh.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, there I didn't hit.
Like, you just scraped all around that corner for me.
Yeah, it didn't scrape anything on mine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, I just screwed that up. Oh, I just ejected myself.
Huh? I don't know. It would kind of depend. I mean, if it's easier, then I would just do that.
Come on. That's 211.
Hell
I knew
yeah.
you could do it. Nice. Alright. Now that we've got the driving out of the way, and you passed all the driving stuff, we move on to traffic stops. Some people do this in a different order. I choose to do traffic stops, and I get all the driving and car related stuff out of the way.
Okay.
So, follow me.
Okay. The perimeter course in 211 and the standard driving course. What was that one
I
again?
think it was 127.
127. Okay.
Yeah. We're just going out here to the runway. Ooh, I cannot drift in this new handling line quite yet. Still have some practice to do. Sometimes I come out here and do this myself just to get myself prepared for the driving course. There you are. I'm behind you. Alright. I'm gonna get on this little 2-lane practice traffic stop. So, based on what you saw tonight, do you think you have a pretty good idea of how a traffic stop is called in?
Oh, so I didn't go LEO tonight
Oh, did you
because
ride with somebody though? I know you rode with somebody.
no, I ended up, there were a whole bunch of cops and hardly any civs, so I went civ.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, just drive and I'll pull you over and you act as dispatch. You just when I call in, just say go ahead and just I'll give you an example of what traffic stop should sound like and look like.
Okay.
Charlie 1 dispatch 1024. And you would say go ahead if you're dispatch.
Okay, go ahead.
Be Great Ocean Highway, my marker Robert, on a silver Dodge Charger, 28 on this vehicle, is Zebra 33, Zebra 33, show me code 6. And at that point, you know, get out of the vehicle, make contact with the driver, but I want to I want to just kind of bring to your attention how my vehicle is positioned.
Yep, angled behind it.
Yeah, I backed up a little bit so I could read your tag in first person, but this is how it should be positioned. So like my push bumper, like the right side of my push bumper should be kind of aligned with your passenger side wheel. Reason for this is if I start walking up and you start shooting or something, I have at least a little bit of cover to get behind right here. So
Right.
that I could, you know, and also is if I'm up here talking to you and traffic blows by, I have some, like, let's say, just for instance, this is actually a bit in for my liking. It should actually be more out like this.
Yeah, you
But
have some cover to be
yeah,
able to deflect off your car.
So like, I'm just gonna steal his car for the instance, but let's say I'm some dumbass, and we come up, and they're like, "Oh shit!" You know, it's not gonna hit me while I'm up there trying to talk to you.
Right, right. So now what? See, your 10 codes are different than what we're used to.
1024 is a traffic stop.
Okay, see, ours 1011 is traffic stop. So
Yeah, that's what a lot of
getting used to.
communities are, but I tried to base it off of we've been over a discussion on our 10 codes, and I try to mix it a little bit with stuff that people are already familiar with, and also the real life 10 codes that I use every single day.
Yeah, no, that's
you know,
fine.
I don't like there to be a lot of differences because not everybody follows the same 10 codes, and I'm living like I guess a minority state. You know, it's not like California where every department uses the same 10 codes. Like barely,
Right.
nobody uses 10 codes I use, but I don't know, it was a little bit easier for me. But yeah, there's a list of our 10 codes in the patrol channel. Above it, and in the header, it says 10 codes.
Okay.
You can just have those open or whatever whenever you do stuff, but the most common 10 codes we use is 1024 is a traffic stop, 1015, one in custody.
Yep.
10-7, 10-8, 10-6. I don't actually use 1041 in real life as on shift. 1041 in real life for me, it means accident with injury and road blockage.
See, yeah, ours is 1050.
User joined your channel.
Yeah. So 1050 is I've changed it to where 1050 is an accident in the server just for sake of simplicity because people are used to that. 1050 for me is a traffic check. So, you know, in real life, if I were to check on you, I would be like dispatch Z33 1050, and that means I'm checking on you. If you've been out for a while and I haven't heard from you, then that would be checking on you. But I changed that because it's a little bit different on the game. So, but yeah, you can look through those 10 codes and familiarize yourself with them. But and
Now,
if you don't know a 10 code, you don't have to use it. Plain talk is perfectly fine with me.
okay,
So
okay,
if you don't know a 10 code, for instance, it'd be Charlie 1 dispatch traffic stop. If you don't know the 10 code for something, just use plain talk. Don't try to. I hear people saying 1080, 1080. We don't have a 10 code that's 1080. I don't. So if you don't know the
okay,
10 code for something, just use plain talk.
okay. Now one thing that I may be off on is I'm bad with the phonetic alphabet for police. I am
Yeah.
used to military phonetics.
That's fine. We don't conform to any particular phonetic alphabet. As long as you
Okay.
don't say something short of, you know, rocket. Like, I'm gonna
Right.
be out with I'm gonna be out on Great Ocean Highway, mile marker rocket or some crap like
Right.
that,
Right.
or xylophone or whatever, just crazy stuff.
I understand.
Then we're fine. I mean, as long as it sounds somewhat legit, then I don't care.
Okay.
But But anyway, that's pretty much how traffic stops should go. Angle your car a little bit, give yourself a bit of room. The only way I don't recommend doing this is if you're going to do a passenger side approach. So when you do a passenger side approach, you're going to walk around your car, because if you
Right.
stand right here, you could back into me
Yep.
and kill me. But if you're over here, I would not recommend positioning your car in that way, because you have literally no cover. So there's nowhere for me to go if you were to start shooting.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's how we train. I'm an FTO. Well, obviously,
Yeah.
would be in deputy director, but
Yeah.
that's the exact same way we train. We angle our cars, don't go in between,
Yep.
pinch point.
Yeah, if I was pulling you over and I plan on doing a passenger side approach, um, the way I would position my vehicle would probably, I mean, honestly, it would be okay to do the opposite.
Right.
I mean, this is a good position. Only I'm at a bit of a disadvantage when I first get out of my car.
Right.
But if you're going to make most of your contact on the left side, this is a good position, because if your car gets rear-ended, it's going to go that way. It's not going to go into you.
Right. Right.
So this is a good position for if your car gets rear-ended, it'll go, it'll go away from you. Now there's upsides and downsides to all of it. If I position my car back the other way, if I was to get rear-ended, then my car would go out into traffic and cause even more of a mess. So there's trade-offs to every way. If I just park like this, then I have no cover either way.
Right.
There's if I get hit, if the car gets hit, it's going to run into your car. It's not going to go each other way. So it's fine to do that. Some places you can't. When you make a stop, you kind of are forced to line up straight. But if you can, try to angle it, either if you're going to passenger side approach, turn it a little bit this way, or if you're doing a driver's side, angle it a little bit this way.
Okay.
But
Your car is so fucked up on my screen.
really?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Now it's perfect.
All right. So, like I said, if you walk up, ask for identification. So for AI, if you pull over an AI, we still do CAD with AI. We just, we can't check if they're valid or not. So we just do that through the script. But for issuing citations, if you're gonna issue citation to an AI, you can do that through the CAD. The name on there is Atomida, for
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So you can write them a ticket on there. I would like to do that. I like everybody to do that, because it kind of gives you something to do, gives you a purpose, instead of just pulling them over, getting out of the car, running up there, getting their ID, coming back to your car, running it, and then running back. It just give you something to do to take up the time a little bit.
Okay. Now, so one thing I'm not used to is when you pull over an AI,
Yeah.
how do you get them to stay there? Because they'll take off on you. Or is this
Well,
different?
you hit shift when you get up behind an AI. You hit shift, turn your lights on, then in chat type /mimic, and then you can pull them over yourself. Then hit shift to stop mimicking, and then you can pull in and behind them, and then get out with them.
Okay, so I'll pull up behind them, light them up, hit shift, type in mimic, and then
you
they
can pull
will.
them over.
Okay, and then so their car will mimic what I'm doing.
Yes. Yep.
And then once they're once I'm done with the stop,
Mhm.
I get out a mimic, or once I've stopped them.
Basically once you've got them pulled over to the position where you want them to be, then you can stop mimicking and they'll stay there. And then you get out, talk to them. To talk to them, you use Control E. When you walk up to the window, do Control E. That brings up menu and you ask for identification. Then when you get back to your car, do Control U. And that's, you go down to radio and you can run their information through the system. And then I always go to the CAD and write Atomida a ticket or whatever I'm going to do. And then when you're
Okay.
done, you go back up to them, press Control E again, and then you can hit release. Or I always hit release because you can there's a thing on there where you can write citation, but honestly you get stuck in that animation for about 30 seconds. You're just like, come on, you know.
Right. Right.
It does an animation or something where you're writing out a ticket, and I don't particularly like that, so I just hit release and let them drive off.
Okay.
But there is a bit of a trick to the AI, is that when you pull them over and you mimic them, you kind of want them to face the road just a tad bit, because whenever you let them go, if they're facing like this way, they're
They'll
gonna
drive
back.
into the dirt.
Well, either that they'll drive like this, or they'll back straight into your car
Okay.
and possibly run you over, and then you just kind of have to like 22 it.
Right.
But yeah. Um, Basically, when you call in a traffic stop, it'd be Charlie and Dispatch 1024. Dispatcher would say, go ahead. I'll be mile marker Robert, Great Ocean Highway on a silver Dodge Charger. 28 is Zebra 33 Z33, so whatever tag you're pulling over.
Okay.
And then say your code 6, which means you're out of the vehicle and you're busy. So,
Okay.
but some people choose to tell occupancy. I only do that if there's more than like 2 people in the car, then I will disclose occupancy. But to me, that just takes up radio time that's unnecessary if there's only 1 or 2 people in the car.
Right.
I'm not going to
Okay.
say occupy one time. Typically, the only time, like with my agency, the only time people really actually say occupancy is if there's more than like a couple of people in the car, because that's a little bit odd and they're at an extreme disadvantage. The
Right.
only time you call out, to me, the only time you call out stuff like that is if if it's obvious that you're at a clear disadvantage. It's just
Okay.
kind of a general guideline, is that if you're at a serious disadvantage, whether it be amount of people or you think they got guns in the car or something like that, then that's when I would disclose that type of information.
Okay.
But if it's just, a normal stop, which there is no normal stop, but if everything sort of adds up, then you should be fine. But
Right. I understand.
now I would like for you to pull me over just to kind of see if see exactly what we need to work on, and if we don't, then cool. Then we
Okay.
move on to pit maneuvers.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, I'm gonna be a dumbass.
All right. Zulu 33 dispatch. I'll be 1024.
Go ahead.
1028 will be Charlie 1 on a silver Dodge Charger. I'll be near mile marker Romeo. I'll be code 6.
10-4Z33. One thing I would recommend, and this is just my preference, because when I get out on the road as a trooper, this is kind of like my code, and this is, like I said, it's personal preference, but to me it's better. The first thing when the dispatcher says go ahead, the first thing that should come out of your mouth is your location, because while you're giving me the tag, when you're giving the dispatcher tag, I can get out and just start. And the
Yeah.
time it takes for you to get that tag out, however long it is, I could get out and start shooting.
Okay.
So we can't do anything with a tag if we don't know where you are.
Right. I
So
understand.
that's just my preference. A lot of people don't use that, but it sounds like a good code to go by to me. So I always try to give my location, the location, the vehicle description, and then the tag is typically what I do. It's just kind of a habit, and that's
Okay.
typically how my officers do it in real life as well. So I'm kind of used to that
Right.
anyway.
Okay.
But Yeah, that's just kind of a little tip, just to kind of help you out. And I don't
Okay.
know how the CAD system is for the dispatchers, what it asks for first, because I haven't dispatched with our CAD, but it may help them out as well. I don't know.
Okay.
But of course, you walk up to a window. I'm
Yep.
so and so with blah blah blah. The reason I stopped you is blah blah blah. Um, then you ask for the identification. They'll tell you a name.
Yep.
And of course, so where you're standing right now is not a very good position, I will say, because if you're standing right there, right where you're standing now, it would be hard for me to shoot you. I can't shoot you from this position. I am tapping the hell. I cannot shoot you from where you're standing right now. But if you was to
Right.
walk up a little bit, like just walk up a little bit to where you were at,
Yeah.
I could shoot you from right where you're at. Same thing goes for the other side. I can actually shoot you even better from this side.
Right.
But where you're standing right now, I physically cannot shoot. The game will not let. Well, apparently I can. Well, the game wasn't letting me shoot you, but
I don't know why it does that. Why it respawns me with those clothes on.
really, that's
Yeah,
maybe you have your default PED saved as that.
it may be. Uh,
But you can see it's significantly harder for me to shoot you from standing behind the B pillar.
yeah.
That's just a little tip. Most civs aren't gonna try to shoot from the traffic stop like that, but you never know what you're gonna run into. So,
Right, right.
but like I said, I can shoot from, but I can shoot behind my vehicle like this. But from where you're standing right now, I don't think I can shoot you. It wasn't letting me before. Apparently I can now. That's a little odd, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, just foot positioning. Uh, Everything seemed pretty good to me. Just like I said, best thing would be to say location first in case something happens. Um, then of course, your position when you walk up to the vehicle, ask for ID, run back to your car, go into the CAD and run it. We'll have
Yep.
to get you set up on that, but that's pretty self-explanatory. You just sign in and then go in there and run plate and then run the name. But I think you're good to go on that part. Do you have any
Okay.
questions as far as that goes?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. I am gotta respawn my car because. Wait a minute. Nope. So to put your seatbelt on I always put my seatbelt on in pursuits or if I'm gonna
F1.
be driving fast because you can get ejected.
Yep.
That's F1.
Yeah, I got it on right now.
Okay. I typically don't leave it on if I'm just patrolling around, just for the simple fact that if I need to jump out of the car really quick, it's kind of a nuisance to have to push that. But if I'm driving fast and I'm not planning on getting out of the car for, you know, while I'm in pursuit or whatever, yeah, I'm gonna put it on so I don't get ejected out of my car.
Right, right. See, and
Um,
that's something that we're not used to in Xbox either, is having a seatbelt.
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think you can't really get ejected on there either, can you?
No.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I can actually fill up my vehicle with a gas can, if I can find it. Mm, I don't know, I'm just gonna spawn a new car. I'm too lazy to try to figure that out right now. So, now we will move on to pit maneuvers.
Okay.
Make sure you got your wraparounds on and ready to go. Oh, hello. Oh, somebody's got a gas can now. Why, thank you. Alright, so let me get out of my car first. we go. Well, hope it didn't fill up any for me. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm not getting any either.
But anyway,
An A for effort.
yeah. Go ahead and pull out here to the we'll go to the end of the airstrip. So pit maneuvers.
I was gonna pitch you right there.
Oh really? Anyway, pit maneuvers. I don't know what you do in your community, but in this one we don't ask to pit because that to me that's BS. Asking the dispatcher or somebody out there that's miles away from you if it's okay to pit.
Yeah, the way we do it is we ask the highest ranking officer in pursuit.
Yes. Yeah, that would make more sense. But if you're the only one in pursuit, you're the officer out there in the field. You know what's best. You know the traffic conditions. You know everything. So I don't like the fact. I don't like asking a dispatcher that has no law enforcement experience other than being a dispatcher if if you're allowed to pit or not, because they don't. I don't think they have the time or judgment or training to know that. So I don't understand why communities do that. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
So you know, you make the decision. We train you. We entrust you with a gun and a badge. We can trust you. With pitting somebody out. So typically, high speed pits you don't really want to do because I've got countless real life dash cam videos of high speed pits that never end well.
Right.
Like there was actually somebody in my department that did a pit maneuver and they got launched into the air. I don't know if you've seen that video or not. But yeah, it's not pretty. I'll have to show you the video later. It was they pitted this truck out. It was in a Charger. Pitted the truck out doing like 100, and the truck flipped over and grabbed the car by the front push bumper and launched the Charger into the air. It landed upside down.
Wow.
Yes, it was an insane video. I'll have to send it to you later. But as far as pits go, I would say about 65 or 70 is about as fast as you want to pit somebody. So go ahead and get up to that speed so I can kind of demonstrate to you. So you're going to be pursuing this guy, and the civs will sometimes slam on their brakes. I don't like that they do that, but they will sometimes slam on their brakes. But you'll come up. I don't really like the slamming idea. You want it to be kind of a graceful maneuver, like you'll come up beside them. Oh, you just glitched on my screen.
Oh.
Just go to the end of the runway and I'll turn around. Alright, let's go. Or stop.
For some reason, every time I do that, it kicks my car down into a super low gear and I can't take off.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, you'll come up. You kind of want this to be a little graceful. You just come up to the back quarter panel and turn, well, or desync, that works too. Alright, so you come up beside them and just turn them to them as hard as you can. The desync in the server is awful right now. I don't know what's going on. And then, of course, you'll take them out. But that one wasn't as graceful as I would have liked it to be, so I kind of want to try that again. That one just looked weird, because I barely hit you on my screen.
Yeah.
And it just sent you spinning out of control. So, go ahead and get back up to 60. I'll kind of give a little demonstration. So you come up, and just turn into them like that. And then if you'll spin out, and then if there's other units behind you, their responsibility is to circle you while you circle around. And you, of course, come up. When you get out of the car, give verbal commands. Get out of the car, blah blah blah. If I can get my gun out, there we go. Get out of the car, put your hands up, face away from me, step back to the sound of my voice, stop, get on your knees, and then you walk up and cuff them.
Right, okay.
But I guess I'll give you a shot now.
Okay.
Kind of wish we would restart the server before this. It's not. It's had a gazillion people on it today. All right. whenever you're ready, I'll go.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. So nothing past probably about 65 or 70. You want to do a pit, but if Sevs are not going to hold their speed for you, they'll just slam on their brakes out of nowhere on you. We won't for training purposes, but there you go. Preferably though, you would be out of the way, so my vehicle would not come back and hit you. So as soon as you turn, like when you turn into the car, you just keep going left.
Okay.
And so that way, my vehicle, when I spin around, it won't come back and hit you.
Okay.
I've seen that happen in dash cam videos before too. So let me get back up to about 60. So whenever you come up and you pit, you commit, you just keep turning until I'm out of the way. Just keep turning. There you go. See, my vehicle won't come back and hit you, but if you were to correct and keep driving straight, my vehicle would come back and hit you.
Right.
But I think that's pretty much good on pit maneuvers. The only other thing that I try to do is it's kind of hard. I don't even know really how to explain this, but like just turning around. So if you have to just spin around on something, you know, spinning around like that. It's better to do when there's obstacles, like if you're turning around in a median kind of fast.
Right.
But it's better to kind of practice that kind of maneuver on the runway. But I also like to do J turns and stuff.
Yeah, J turn. I can do the J turn.
But like, so for instance, oh. So I kind of want to show you guys this.
Okay.
This car backs up so slow. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's kind of space each other apart a little bit because I kind of want to do this at the same time. But I'll show you guys what I'm wanting to do. Just for instance. All right, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's let him catch up a little bit. All right. So if you're going about 70, you can actually make this car do like a 360, and let me just do this without hitting you. Well, and then you just keep on going back though. Like so, for instance, if you were wanting to turn around, you could do this maneuver, and then back up. Just keep backing up. You just hit reverse, and then you can. So like, let's say I'm wanting to turn around. Oh, I don't know. In between one of these right here. So I just. But we got to be the best drivers because the other two departments have no idea how to drive. Sorry.
Back.
There we go. So that's a good maneuver to just play around with because like you never know when you're gonna have to just turn around, and it's good if you're going like it's not very good effective if you're driving like 50 because like if I try to do this at 50, it works okay, but
Right.
it's not effective. Like if I want to turn around in the median, it's better to just come to a stop and turn around. But if I'm going at a high speed and I need to turn around quickly, then it's also good for coming to a stop as well.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of instances where you're going to use this, but it's even harder. It's harder to say even exactly what instance you would use this in, but it works.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what other maneuvers. Of course, you know, I like to get in these cars and just like drift around stuff, but this new handling line is so much better for drifting. But being able to stay in control of the vehicle. Like you can
Right.
turn these cars pretty hard before they actually spin out. These cars actually, this handling line is actually really good because I can turn this car as hard as I want and it will never flip over. It's actually a really good handling line, I'm not gonna lie. Once you get used to it.
Right.
As far as that goes, I think we're done with the driving portion.
Okay.
The next thing would be use of force. So Eric is typically the one that goes over this the best with everybody. I'm more of a just driving instructor because that's what I kind of specialize in. But Eric does more of the less lethal, so I'll just kind of go over that with you. How many less lethal weapons do you think we carry?
Less than lethal, you should probably have I'm sorry, 3.
If you actually think about it, you have 4. You got your hands. That's a less than lethal weapon in and of
True,
itself.
I didn't think of the hands.
You got an aspeton, which
Yep.
is less than lethal. You got pepper spray and you got a taser, right?
Yeah.
2 of those can double as deadly weapons,
Okay.
depending on how you use them. Primarily 1, which would be the aspeton.
Right.
That it could be. It just depends on how you use it. Your hands can be also be a deadly weapon. It'll very rarely, but it can happen. You know.
Right.
We kind of want to refrain from using our hands to be deadly weapons. Just that's not really what we use our hands for. So, but then next thing, that's pretty much it for like less than lethal. I just wanted to make you aware that we do have pepper spray in. You do /PS, and that pulls up pepper spray.
Yeah, that's Syntex and I were messing around, and LV and I were messing around with that earlier.
Yeah. But we'll go ahead and I'm gonna dispatch you to a 911 call. This is something that Eric always does to the new recruits. You're gonna be dispatched to an unknown call with an unknown description of the suspect.
Okay.
But it's some sort of unknown disturbance. And there's something going on there, and you gotta figure out what's going on. So just follow me over here. This is just pretty much like let's go over here. Alright, so so just come around the, we're not exactly responding just yet. Follow me over here this way. Oh, my car is about to die. So my car died right there. So just back up right there, and that's where you're gonna start. Come on, Born. You know what we're about to do. Follow me over here.
I've never personally done this.
Really? Okay. Well, you be back up then if he needs it.
I tend to try and avoid Eric's training
Why?
because they take forever.
Oh.
Now, what is your so like our en route code is 1097. Smart was telling me you guys are, what is it, 1019?
Yeah, 1019. 1097 is on scene for us.
Okay. God, that's gonna be so weird because we're 1023.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay. No problem.
hang on 1 second. I'm not gonna do this exactly the way Eric does it, but all right. Dispatch is Z33.
Z33 send traffic.
Trying to think of the location of this. 1019 to the area 5006 Fort Zancudo Approach Road. It's gonna be directly north of your current position. Seems to be some sort of unknown disturbance at the training grounds.
10-4, Z33 will be 1019.
10-4. You're gonna need to assess the situation quickly. We'll just put it at that.
Z33 dispatch, be advised. I've got shots fired in vicinity of 5006 Zancudo.
10-4.
I had shots fired at my car.
10-4.
Z33 dispatch, be advised. I've got one on the roof, 5006. At the training grounds here, appears to have a firearm.
10-4.
Z33 dispatch, can I get back up to 5006 to my 20?
10-4. Dispatch to Z1.
Send it.
Can you 1019 to the area of the training grounds to assist Z33?
Cancel.
Z33 dispatch, be advised. Please inform responding officers that automatic gunfire is coming from the east of 5006.
10-4. Z1, are you direct on that traffic?
10-4, show me on scene.
10-4. Dispatch Z33, do you have his suspect description?
Z33 dispatch, negative this time. I'm kind of pinned down at my vehicle. I've had shots fired at my cruiser.
10-4.
Z1, I have a individual with a assault rifle running in the field. He's black clothing, black hair.
Z33 Z1 direct.
Send it.
Be advised, I've got that individual. He's behind a bunker wall due south. Oh.
Z1, suspect down.
All right, that was pretty good. I wanted to see if you were able to show up not knowing what the hell was going on and accurately give dispatch a description of what was happening and the suspect and what exactly you were needing from your incoming officers and also updating them on what's going on. So that was pretty good. That was pretty much just a test just to see exactly what you need to work on as far as updating when you show up to scenes. I mean, if you wanted to, you could have RP'd, you know, walk up to your car, slash me, grabs AR, and then pulled out your AR as well.
Okay.
That would have been a preferable, especially in that scenario with such heavy firepower.
Right.
I would have grabbed my AR instead of trying to shoot my sidearm from that far away. But
well, and I had my AR out at first, and I said, well, I don't know if they, so like we require in our situation to have, what am I doing? We require you to be certified on rifle. I wasn't sure about that.
No, typically, so the only thing that I wish that we used to have a script in that you can only, which we're still kind of working on it right now, that it's not, there's no automatic fire, which would be, that's unrealistic to have automatic fire.
Right.
Um, but as far as being certified, I mean, it's a point and click, you know. It's the same as using your pistol as far as the game goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
As far as the game goes, and typically you're going to be issued a rifle and a pistol. Um, but as far as I pretty much think that let me just go over the training document real quick. Make sure I covered everything before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head right now, but I want to make sure that I cover everything.
Hmm.
The best part comes next. Code 3.
Yep, that's the last one if I've covered everything, I believe. So I lied to you. I told you that we were done with driving, but we're not. But let me. I'm not exactly sure um where Eric takes them
For what?
for the code 3 driving.
I know they're out.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you wanna, the only thing we didn't do was code 5, which that was demonstrated whenever we pulled you for training.
Right.
So I don't think we need to
Yeah.
go over that.
I would assume you guys do the same thing, pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
typically in a code 5 situation, um, if there's already an officer on the stop, so if somebody calls in a traffic stop, obviously they're gonna have the cart angled, right?
Right.
So when the second unit pulls up, they just make a triangle.
Right. Yeah.
But if it's a pursuit type scenario where you just pitted the guy out and you're gonna code 5, then just coordinate basically. Angle your car
Okay.
when you get out, and the other person's supposed to angle their car towards yours. But the one thing I didn't go over with was pursuit, like calling stuff out. So we may incorporate this into the code 3 driving. Like we'll do a pursuit scenario where you're having to call out where you're at and stuff.
Yep.
Um, but typically in a pursuit scenario, the secondary unit will be taking over call out, so the primary unit can focus on keeping up with the vehicle.
Yep. That's how we are.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it is in real life as well. Um, so basically that's pretty much it. But
Okay.
we'll go ahead and we'll do the a scenario where you don't have backup yet and you're just having to
Okay.
chase a vehicle. So this should be pretty fun because we're going to incorporate two sections of the training into one.
Okay.
Find my car here.
Hopefully this portion doesn't take you through Grapeseed that much, because I'm not good with the dirt roads.
Oh no.
Whenever you're ready to see the code 3, I guess just get in a car and I can show on map.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So if you want to get in and set that waypoint.
You want to get in the cop car so I can show both of you kind of the whole route?
Well, I was
Force
gonna
it.
do pursuit driving, but and like
Oh, yeah,
combine
no
code
worries.
3 and pursuit at the same time. And I don't know exactly where to go.
So we normally start here, yeah?
Yeah.
Then we go here, go left, go all the way up 68,
Okay.
follow around this way.
Yeah.
Then when you get right here, you
Yeah.
normally take this dirt road here, leading
Yep.
up all the way to the city.
Okay.
Then we kind of which way do we go from here? We go back down here. And then from here we go, where's that police station at over here?
Oh, yep, I see it. Going to
Yeah.
9246.
Yeah.
Okay. So go down 68, turn, go down dirt road, turn, go to
Yeah.
9246. Okay. Alright, I got it. So, you're going to be required to call out as much information as you can as far as the tag, the vehicle description, and, you know, of course, of where you're at. There won't be too many turns, but whenever you call in the pursuit is whenever I'll go. When you finish calling it in, so the pursuit 10 code is 1037, and you're gonna give the reason for stop on a pursuit. So basically, everybody knows that if you're stopping this guy for a ticket and he's, you know, driving extremely recklessly, a ticket's not worth somebody's life, of course, you know. But if this guy's just shot up you know, an orphanage, yeah, we're taking this guy down.
Okay.
But so basically, you'd call in Z33 dispatch priority. They'd say, go ahead. I'll be in 1037 with this vehicle with this tag, and then your location. So right now we're heading westbound, Fort Zancudo Approach Road, Postal 5006. So it's
Okay.
basically almost the same as calling in a traffic stop, except that you're going to give the reason for the stop. You're stopping him for speed or whatever.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, you can call in your pursuit, and then when you finish calling your pursuit, I'll take off.
Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me see your tag that well. Okay. There we go. All right. Zulu 33 dispatch, priority traffic.
Z33, go ahead.
Be advised, I've got one taken off on me. It's going to be license plate number 67 Delta Lima Charlie 684. It's going to be a red two-door Mustang. We're going to be westbound Zancudo Approach Road, nearest postal 5006.
10-4, what's your reason for stop?
Reason for stop was speeding.
10-4. You don't actually have to call anything out until we get out of the that base here, because there's nothing.
Zulu 33 dispatch, be advised, we're going to be headed eastbound on US Route 68.
10-4. Oh my goodness.
Seatbelt check.
Zulu 33, we're still headed eastbound US Route 68. We're going to be approaching Joshua. Stand by for direction of travel. Zulu 33 dispatch, be advised, we're going to be still headed eastbound US Route 68. We're going to be passing the dollar pills at this time. High rates of speed.
10-4. Dispatch Z33, what's your traffic conditions?
Traffic conditions are light. Road conditions are dry.
10-4. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that.
Oh shit.
Yes, it has an acronym because
Whoops.
it's a fully...
Let me just fix my vehicle here and continue.
Zulu 33 dispatch, be advised, we're going to be approaching the Yellow Jacket this time at the cross of Panorama. Stand by for direction of travel.
I have no extra to replace. I can't fix my vehicle. I'm just SOL on this one. I was paying attention to you, and then I crashed.
Zulu 33 dispatch, be advised. We're going to be passing by the Ron Alternates wind farm at this time. We're going to be headed southbound.
10-4. Interpostal.
Nearest postal is 3061.
10-4.
Zulu 33 dispatch, be advised. We're going to be approaching postal 3064. We're going to be going underneath Route 15. We're going to be turning on a dirt road at this time. Oh shit. We're going to be, nearest postal is going to be 7359.
10-4. Make sure whenever you're going through intersections that you're changing your siren to alert drivers and stuff. I noticed that you've been doing that. I just want to like kind of reiterate that because that's the whole purpose of this portion. We typically don't do a pursuit here, but I feel like it's better to incorporate both.
Right.
But when you come up on intersections, it's you want to change your siren and stuff, and you know, of course, slow down a bit.
Duluth 33 dispatch, be advised. We're going to be headed westbound at this time. Nearest postal is going to be 7351.
This is a very hard dirt road course because it's all the jumps, and I just, oh my, how did I just save that? I hear sirens getting fainter and fainter behind me.
Yeah, that damn, every time that happens, if I have to stop, it drops my car down in that low gear, so now
Really?
I'm coming. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird for me too. It's kind of like an electric car. It takes a little bit to take off.
This gives me enough time to go fix my car.
Duluth 33 dispatch, be advised. We're going to be southbound. Nearest postal is 7348.
10-4. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I did it. I did it. I did it. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. I shall not be caught today. Oh, come on. Is it not going to repair my car? It didn't even repair my car. Come on. I'm literally right here at the repair shop. Repair my car, guy. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we can continue.
Okay.
Or I'll just wreck into something else really quick. So did I turn right here? Corn?
Yeah.
Duluth 33 dispatch, be advised. We're going to be headed westbound. Nearest postal 8198. We're near the Maibatsu Motors. Turning now southbound. Nearest postal 8197. Still high rates of speed. We're going to be turning southbound. Nearest postal 8180. Passing by the police station at this time. We're going to be in the police station parking lot. Driver, turn off the car.
Won't go. It's off.
Driver, what I want you to do is I want you to step out of the vehicle with your hands up and face away from me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, driver. I want you to back up to the sound of my voice slowly.
Well, I'm trying
Back
here.
up. Back up. Back up. Stop. Secondary, do you have cover?
I'll move in.
10-4.
Well, it won't let me handcuff you, but you're handcuffed.
Yay.
Vehicle's clear.
You do slash drag, or if you need to drag me, and then I'll just get in the back of your car. But at this portion, we go over briefing procedure.
Okay.
Can you uncuff me, please? Alright. So basically...
I got a connection interrupted.
Oh, did you? Yeah, your internet's kind of bugging out on us a bit.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. But obviously you know how to get your car and your uniform and stuff. Eventually at some point we're going to have a vehicle guidelines for state police. But basically what you'll do is I'm about to clear all these cars out of here. Just clear this. Ah, come on. This is bull. Anyway, whatever. You spawn your car in. I don't know exactly what... It doesn't matter where you park. But I always park next to the other state police just because, you know, we don't want to park next to no PD. We're better than them. We don't want to park next to no filthy PD or sheriff. We're not hillbillies and we're not city slickers. You know, so I just park kind of next to the other state cars, but oh yeah, nice. Just take my spot. But anyway, yeah, you just pull up. And it just depends on whoever's hosting briefing. Some people will just get in and say go 10-8 when you get in, but you get out, stand next to your car.
Yep.
You know, do slash. You know, do an emote or something.
Right.
Stand there, listen to them brief and whatnot. And when they tell you go 10-8, you just get in your car. Typically, with as big of patrols as we've been having, we just mark everybody 10-8, so you don't have when patrol actually begins, you don't have to call 10-8.
Okay.
You just, you know, whoever's hosting patrol will be like, dispatch, mark all units 10-41, 10-8, and if you're not 10-8, you just advise dispatch you'll be 10-6 for however long till you can actually get in. But yeah, it's kind of rough when you have 15 people calling 10-8. It's just pointless. So, yeah, that's pretty much as far as briefing procedure goes. Just make sure you have the correct uniform. I think we're going to be doing some changes and stuff to the EUP uniform for state. If for some reason that uniform is screwed up, the spawn code for the non-EUP uniform is SASP.
Okay.
So I generally use that one because it's all correct, but some people don't like it because they don't like looking the same as everybody else, but that's understandable. I just use it because it's what it's supposed to be. It's what it's supposed to look like. You're walking around with a Sandros highway patrol. What do you mean? We ain't no highway patrol. What are you talking about? You know? So, but yeah, that pretty much concludes the training. You did pretty well, I will say. As far as calling stuff out, you know, I'll advise what direction. That's pretty good. I like that. Like whenever we're coming up on intersections or approaching this intersection, I'll advise direction of travel. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
So,
the only thing, and I'm not familiar with a lot of the streets past Sandy Harmony, Polito,
yeah,
and Grapeseed, because that's kind of where we stay just for desync issues.
yeah.
Because we have the same problems on Xbox. But,
Oh yeah.
but when we stay up in that area, we typically don't have any more issues. Now we never run the city, so I don't know any of the streets in the city.
Yeah. Well, and Well, at the bottom left, it tells you what city or what street you're on.
It's only showing me nearest postal. That's it.
Really? Okay. What you need to go is go into the menu.
Okay.
Go down to, I believe, mist settings. And go to
Wait, what menu?
M menu.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
and then go down to location display and turn that on.
Ah. Yep, that helps.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I kept calling out postals, because I don't know any of the city or the street names down here. Hardly at all.
That'll help you out quite. We used to have one that was a compass at the top of the map. I liked that one better, but it took up so much real estate on the screen that it was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But it did help better because it showed like northeast. The one we have doesn't show northeast. But you did well as far as calling out like the direction of travel without having a compass. Like I didn't realize you didn't have a compass, but
Yeah.
so you actually did pretty well on that, I will say.
Cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, that's pretty much how our training goes. I did go into detail and ramble on and stuff, but it's just what I do. If you ever
No, that's fine.
if you ever sit through a meeting with me, I'll get off topic and be like when we do community meetings, I'll have to like get back on track because I'll get off talking about something else.
That's fine, but it's fine by me.
Yeah, but you know, especially when we had that emergency community meeting, I kind of didn't want to. I asked all those people to get on that late, and I knew everybody was getting off for the night and stuff, so I didn't want to hold them there for, you know, however long.
Right.
But yeah, that concludes the training. I think you'll be a good trooper for the SASP, and you better not transfer to another department because you don't want to be no hillbilly or no city slicker.
Blood in, blood out, my guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah.